We've been asking more questions about the tragedy in a Campbell County shopping center parking lot. A 9-year-old girl accidentally shot and killed by her 10-year-old brother.
Yeah, the shooting happening Wednesday in La Follette. Now the two were alone waiting in an SUV outside of a Little Caesars pizza restaurant. And we checked again with a La Follette detective today who says the 10-year-old is with family, but at this point they can't say whether or not anybody will face any charges.
We asked about where the gun was kept and whether it was secured. The detective saying that's part of the investigation, so the information cannot be released right now.
Yesterday we spoke with a woman whose son worked at that shopping center here. A shock, he says, to the community.
All I could do was just say, God, wrap your arms around this family. Lord, be with the EMS, fire, the police, be with all the workers. And that's all I could do, because I couldn't ever imagine something like that happening to me or my family.
In light of this tragedy, we wanted to know what can be done when it comes to teaching kids about gun safety.
Keeping your family safe tonight, we sent WATE 6 on your side reporter Laura Hom to an East Tennessee gun range to learn about lessons that kids need to hear. She now joins us live in the studio. So, Laura, tell us about the place you visited and some of the safety messages that those instructors had.
Well, I visited Knoxville Gun Range, where they teach kids along with their parents about safety, responsibility, and the gravity of using as well as being around a firearm.
It doesn't take but just a moment for an accident to occur.
14 kids across the country under 20 years old are killed because of guns nearly every day. That's according to Tennessee's Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
I teach my son that guns are not secrets.
At Knoxville Gun Range, they showed me the many protections responsible firearm owners should take. They're locked cases, along with locks like this one, as well as trigger locks. General Manager Robbie Paskowitz says all new guns come with a cable lock system.
And lock it, and they can't close it, therefore this gun cannot fire.
While these are safety measures, Paskowitz says another one is educating our children.
Make sure that they know how to clear a firearm properly if they're going to have access to a loaded firearm. Make sure they know not to point it at anything they don't want to destroy. Make sure that they're calling for help if they have to get with the firearm.
Courses specifically for kids are held here. They learn about what to do if they find a firearm at home, outside, or if someone takes one out around them.
We make sure that we never point a loaded gun or an unloaded gun or any gun at somebody for any reason. We treat all guns as though they're loaded.
Parents learn about storing their gun and ammunition safely and why it's important to practice these lessons regularly.
They have an option to shoot as well if they want to, and their parents want them to too. If they understand what the gun is doing in actual working condition, then they might understand that they should not point it at somebody else.
Paskowitz says teaching and training kids is a partnership, but the person who owns that firearm has the ultimate responsibility.
Lock it up. Protect them, protect yourselves.
So for families who do not own a firearm, there's still a responsibility. The state saying talk with your kids about the risks, that's injuries, even death, if they come across a gun outside or where they play. Tell them about staying away from guns when they're visiting a friend's home, and speak with those parents, seeing if they have firearms, and if they do, ask them to empty and lock their firearms up. Guys.
All right, Laura, thank you so much. And you know, we have sadly visited this issue in the past following other deadly accidental shootings.
Yeah, in fact, 2015, 2016, I went in depth exploring gun safety training, looking at equipment for securing guns, from trigger locks to gun safes. Now we've gone into our archives here and pulled up those stories for you so you can take another look, see what we learned. Go to our website, WATE.com, or you can take a look at our free news app here. Click on the As Seen On section to learn more. Well,